They're trying to discredit him. The whole thing, every time the Democrats would talk to him, their angle was to try to discredit him. None of them are arguing the fact that he actually sat down with Joe Biden for 45 minutes plus. They can't argue that because they actually have proof on that. But they're still trying to discredit him for the public opinion. Listen to this, and you know this nasty woman here. This nasty, despicable woman. Did you know some idiots on X right now are trying to say that she's going to be VP one day? Did you know that, Shannon? They're calling for her to be VP one day.
Well,
Can you imagine her and Hakeem Jeffries being in the White House together? Oh, my goodness. Talking about the repulsive thing ever. Listen.
Like the worst episode of The Apprentice. I'm sure you're familiar with that show. It seems like my colleagues and maybe you and some others are trying to become the next vice president of the United States of America. You're auditioning or something like that because, Mr. Bobulinski, I know that you take exception to the fact that your credibility has been called into question over and over. But when someone comes to testify under oath, whether it's before this committee, behind closed doors, or in person, then we have to evaluate someone's credibility. And sir, I definitely have always had issues with your credibility, as I know that you are very well aware of. So let me remind you of what happened behind closed doors.
Well, you should ask Ro Khanna about my credibility.
I haven't asked you a question. Okay?
You are?
When I haven't. So when I ask you a question, that's when you answer. Otherwise, I'm talking.
See, you know what? I have a problem with this. Someone, I have never, ever heard anybody say what I'm about to say. When you are sitting there in the chair, not her chair, when you're sitting in the other chair, she needs to be reminded, and everybody that's sitting in her position need to be reminded, look, you are not kings and queens. You answer to us. You work for us. We are your bosses. So you don't get to tell me when I can and cannot talk. If you're going to sit there and blatantly lie about me, you're going to be silent because you work for me. I am your boss. Why don't they say that? Am I the only one thinking that? These are people who are not kings and queens. See, this is why they probably never had me come sit before them, because I'm going to remind them. You are elected officials to work for we the people. You're not kings and queens. Let's make sure we keep that in order, keep that in check. And see, that's the problem right now with Congress. They believe that they are above the rest of us, like all of us are just peons. Is Will Johnson thinking wrong here? Y'all let me know in the comments. Come on, am I the only one thinking this? How come no one ever says that to these people? They are not kings and queens. They need to be checked.
So,
excuse me?
With my time, because it's my time, I want to be clear that when we were behind closed doors, you called a number of people liars. You called the Wall Street Journal liars. You called Cassidy Hutchinson a liar. You called the FBI a liar. You called Rob Walker a liar. You called James Gilliar a liar. You called Hunter Biden a liar. You called Jim Biden a liar. And just today, you added to your list, you called my colleague, Congressman Mr. Goldman, a liar as well.
Well, Goldman is a liar. Goldman is straight up a liar. And I'm going to get to that video where she's referring to him calling Goldman a liar, because he also calls Ratskin a liar as well, because both of them are blatant liars. And what does the Bible say about those who constantly lie? What does the Bible say about those that don't have the truth in them? They are of their father, Satan. The Democrat Party, they represent everything that is evil.
Seems like, according to you, the only person that's telling the truth is you, and everyone else is lying. But I want to move on to something else.
Is that a question?
It's not a question.
Oh, okay.
You'll know when I ask you a question, I promise.
Thank
you. Oh, you'll know when I ask you a question, I promise. You know what? She act like she's from the hood. She got that black ignorant mentality, the way she acts.
You know what? They're so rude. You know what? Every single one of those Democrats, when it was their turn to ask a question, they raised their voice.
Yes.
Right? And then they started getting to their gotcha moment, right? Like, I have a gotcha moment. It's my turn. It's my turn. They didn't even try to ask any questions that would be appropriate in the hearing, right? Ask the witnesses. You have two. They had that Parna guy there. Parnas, their witness, they barely asked him anything, right?
Yeah.
Because he wasn't a valuable witness. I'll tell you that much. He's from Ukraine, right? I mean, it was just despicable. I'm so discouraged every time they have a hearing.
You tired of the hearing?
I'm tired of every hearing. Are you texting someone?
You tired of the hearing?
Will's over there texting people.
No, I'm not.
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
sharing?
I'm sharing. Look, if I'm going to ask people to share the video, I'm going to do it too, right? I'm not going to ask someone not to do something that I'm not doing myself.
Bloomberg says that Parnas was paid off. You know what? I'm gonna say something. Plumbell.
Talking about the Ukrainian witness. Come on, people. The Ukrainian witness.
You can't even make
really
it up.
Give me a break.
And they kept asking him. They're like, "You didn't find any crimes, right?" Well, first of all, he only flew to Ukraine with Rudy Giuliani. Right? They tried to
He didn't want to find anything. You know what?
Right.
He got butthurt.
I bet they got stonewalled.
He got
everywhere
butthurt.
they went.
Yeah, and he got butthurt because he didn't get what he wanted.
Man.
So now he's turning. He's flipping. The same thing the rest of them do because they didn't get something that they want. They flip. Listen to this nasty woman.
Yet today, when my Republican colleagues are so desperate for actual evidence, magically that story changes. And that's really at the heart of everything we're discussing today. Mr. Bobulinski has also been pushing his texts as records as proof, yet the Wall Street Journal found that none of it showed any role for Joe Biden and Sinahawk Holdings, and even Fox News reported that there was zero evidence of business dealings involving Joe Biden.
Now I want y'all to remember what she just said, right? She just said even Fox News said they didn't find any wrongdoing, business deals with Joe Biden. Now, listen, remember what she just said, okay? Because they have overwhelming evidence, but they're telling the American people that there is no evidence because they're lying through their rabbit teeth.
Well, let me just say something. You have a serious problem when you reference the media as your source for truth or falsehood.
They were referencing the Daily Beast
they sure
as
did.
their source. Are you kidding me? The Daily Beast?
Comer goes,
really?
Yeah, okay, Daily Beast. Go ahead.
The Daily Beast. And I'm like, okay, right, that's real credible.
Right.
Now, listen, remember what she just said about Fox News, because she's going to bring up Fox News again.
Mr. Bobulinski would have us believe that everyone is a liar except him. And except for when he's under oath, that everyone misremembers except for him and except for when he's under oath. The FBI, the Wall Street Journal, his business associations, all liars. Republicans in this committee and the culture warriors of Fox News saying.
The who of Fox News? The who of Fox News? See, one sentence in the same paragraph, she's talking about Fox News. She's praising Fox News because they said there was no evidence. And now listen to her. I wonder, did she actually even proofread what she put on here? Or did she even comprehend what she wrote down before she came out and said it?
I think what she's saying is even though Fox News is on your side, even they said there was no evidence is basically what she was trying to say.
I don't think these people think that far ahead. Listen.
Republicans in this committee and the culture warriors of Fox News saying, look at the documents. Look at the documents.
See? Here she's going to look at the documents. In one sentence, she said there was no evidence. And now she's talking about the culture warriors at Fox News said, keep looking at the documents. Which is it? See, they make up stuff as they go along.
So let's look. This purported investigation has received over 100,000 pages of documents, and not a single one shows any evidence of any wrongdoing, much less an impeachable offense.
That's a bunch of BS because you have, let's just go straight to that one. Where's the one with Donald's? Where's the one with Donald's? Well, let's go to it because she said there's no evidence. There's been no documents presented. None at all. Really? So Byron Donalds used to be a banker. And let me remind you again, everybody that's watching. She said that there are no documents at all. There's no documents. Okay. I'm going to show you it. I'm going to show you this video right when we come back from this break where Byron Donalds is talking about the documents. I see we're coming right up to a break. So we're going to go ahead and go to break right now. And when we come back, Byron Donalds is going to show the documents that she says there are none.
You like the content Will Johnson is producing? To stay informed and up to date with the current events, go ahead and hit the thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this one. Also, to find Will Johnson, visit www.uaf.media.